This is just a PSA for anyone who wants to get into thrillers. As for someone who's read over 300 books this year and is a thriller lover, I would actually steer you away from Karen Slaughter, not because she's a bad author. Like, her books are the most traumatizing to me, and you have to be in the right headspace to read basically all of her books. There are so many trigger warnings you need to pay attention to when reading them. But if you're totally okay with that, then I highly recommend you read Pretty Girls. I'm sure you've seen that all over TikTok. That's probably her most popular book. If you want a full series by Karen Slaughter, she writes the Grant County series and the Will Trent series. And the Will Trent series is a continuation of Grant County. You don't have to read Grant County to read Will Trent, but the characters will appear in the Will Trent series. There's, I believe, 6 books in the Grant County series, and this centers around a pediatrician slash coroner, a chief of police who's married to the pediatrician, or was married, then a cop on the same force. Every single book, they just stumble upon like such a gruesome murder that, again, kind of traumatized me, but they are just so good. Like, the depth of these characters, they just have so much trauma behind them. They're just trying to overcome it, or they just succumb to it. And I kind of live in this like little bubble of the world where like everything like goes right for the most part. I read these books, I'm like, oh, there are some like terrible bad people out in this world. I'm on the 5th book of the Will Trent series now. This book I think has 12 books in it, and I think she actually recently just came out with the 12th book. I actually do like Will Trent a little better than Grant County because I feel like the trigger warnings are about the same, but like the writing is just like a little less traumatizing. And if you don't feel like reading the books but you want to watch a cool fun detective show, definitely watch Will Trent on Hulu. It is violent. I had to skip some of those parts, but I love the actors in it, and there is some comedic relief in the TV show too. Of course, you gotta watch it for the little dog in it named Betty. The Chihuahua is so cute. It's actually what has made me like intrigued in the series in the first place, is a dog on a TV show. I can't really speak for all her other books. I think I will get to them maybe eventually, maybe when I'm in more of like the right headspace and once I finish the Will Trent series. Just a little heads up that if you're looking to jump into thriller and you don't want something as traumatic, maybe don't start with her, but you could probably do like Riley Sager, Lisa Jewell, Mary Kubica, Sherry LaPena, of course Frida McFadden, Harlan Coben. I love Harlan Coben, Steve Kavanaugh. None of them are as traumatizing as Karen Slaughter, so they might be a little easier for you to begin with until you dive into something deeper.